It's time for a little comedy, a little content, and a lot of conversation. It's the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. Now here's your host, Geno Jones.
Hey, it's showtime, the Geno Jones Show. Pam. Hey, I'm coming to you live. If you're watching me right now, please don't forget, leave your comments in the comment section. If you're watching me live right now, about 6:31 here on the East Coast, 5:31, just after 5:30 in Chicago, out in Los Angeles on the West Coast, just after 3:30 p.m., Monday through Friday, live, the Geno Jones Show. Please subscribe, share, screen grab, tell everybody, or as my man Nelly would say, tell everybody to subscribe to the Geno Jones Show. I got a goal to get 1,000 new subscribers. All right, so I got over 600. So I qualify to be a YouTube partner, but I want to get that Club Shannon Sharp YouTube check, that YouTube bag. So spread the word. My goal is to get 1,000 new subscribers by Labor Day weekend. Subscribe, share, screen grab, rip the video, make it go viral, rip all the video, because I got a great guest. I'm looking forward to talking to this sister. She is a future star. You're going to get to meet Carolina J in just a few minutes, so I can't wait for you to not just hear her story and get to meet her, but to check out, she got a powerful song and a video called Save Me. We're going to talk about that. So, the Geno Jones Show brought to you by CM like Mary, Mary, like my mother's name, CM Transportation LLC.net. If your business needs a transportation company that is dependable, reliable, and on time, not on CP time, CM Transportation LLC.net, CM Transportation LLC.net, or you can call them. Headquarters here in the Charleston, South Carolina metro area, but they do business nationwide. 843 area code 606-2702. 843 area code 606-2702. You got that? Shout out to the CEO, Miss Carissa Carter. So let's start the show off celebrating some birthdays today. My man Jason Weaver, double nickel. Now, if you are a fan of the Showtime show, The Chi, shot in Chicago, Jason Weaver is dating, dating bodyguard, F-boy, whatever you want to call it, Lynn Whitfield's character. So she's like one of the bosses on the show. So Jason, he also, because it's like a throwback Thursday, so let's talk about a throwback TV show from the 90s. Remember The Smart Guy? That was on the WB, so he was on that. Way back in 1992, he played a preteen Michael Jackson on his miniseries that was on ABC way back in 1992. It was called The Jacksons, An American Dream. So, and he was one of the voices, singing voices on Simba in The Lion King for a while. So, Jason Weaver, double nickel today. Radio TV personality, TV host, radio icon, Miss Wendy Williams. Shout out to Wendy, lifting Wendy up in prayer. Haven't heard about how Wendy's doing. Definitely lifting her up in prayer. Hope she's doing well. She's truly a pioneer in the radio business. And I do radio and TV too. We both do. Happy 60, the big 6-0, Wendy. Happy birthday, 60 today. Actress Anne-Marie Johnson. So let's talk about some more throwback. TV show In the Heat of the Night, way back in like the late 80s to early 90s. She was on In the Heat of the Night with my man, what was it? Was it Howard Rollins, the brown-skinned brother? She was on Living Color for 2 years, way back in 93, 94. In Living Color, you know, the Wayans and Jamie Foxx, and just that whole crew was just amazing. Tommy Davidson, man, I could go on and on and on. Another throwback TV show from way back, mid-'80s, from 85 to 88, What's Happening Now. So back in the 70s, you had What's Happening with Raj and Rerun and Raj's sister. That was, I can't even think of her name right now, but she was like no joke. So then they came out in the 80s with What's Happening Now. So Anne Marie Johnson was also on that show. She's 64 today, and happy heavenly birthday. A very special day. Nelson Mandela, Mr. Mandela, born on this day in 1918, former president of South Africa from 1994 to 1999, one of the great freedom fighters in the history of our country, was unjustly imprisoned, fighting for the freedom of his people in South Africa for nearly 30 years on Robben Island over there in South Africa. Then he became the president, born on this day in 1918. Happy birthday, President Nelson Mandela. All right, so speaking of presidents, in case you hadn't heard, President Biden tested positive for COVID. The good news is he is having mild symptoms. They call self-isolating at home. So that means he's staying away from folks, not out there spreading COVID like some assholes did back in the day, killing people, giving them COVID. I digress. Speaking of President Biden, so, man, you know it's bad when when the people who you trusted and you all are supposedly like on the same team, man, when they turn on you, it's got to be a lonely feeling. President Biden said, he said, if you want a friend in Washington, then get a pet, get a dog. I see what he's talking about. So lately, now all this, ironically, all this news kind of got leaked yesterday after President Biden came out and his team announced that he tested positive for COVID. So Democratic political leaders like former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer, who's the Democratic leader in the Senate, U.S. Senate, and even President Obama, I hear they're trying to get President Biden to step down. Just go back and watch my monologue from this week. Especially watch Monday night show, watch Tuesday night show, watch last night's monologue. Here's the bottom line, especially to my millennials and my Gen Z brothers, but this is to all of us. All right, listen, these billionaires, they call them these donors, these rich billionaires that are donating millions and millions of dollars to both campaigns, but specifically these Democratic donors who feel because, you know, they got millions, they're billionaires, that they can kind of tell us who's going to represent us. You know what? Tell them Democratic. As a matter of fact, I will speak for us. Y'all, listen, y'all got billions, but we got the power because we got the people. And your billions can only vote one time. So you can kick rocks. Get with the program. Please understand, we the voters, we got the power. It's like an old school song from back in the 90s. A group called Snap came out with a song, I got the power. And we, the voters, and don't let anybody tell you, I don't give a damn what you see online, and I don't care what misguided rappers or influencers or whatever the hell she's calling herself, Amber Rose, from Amber Rose to Kodak Black to Waka Flocka to Sexy Red, to 50 Cent to Tim Scott. I don't give a damn who it is. We don't let them or the Russian trolls or nobody tell you that you don't have the power, because we, as the voters, we got the power. And to my millennial and my Gen Z brothers, you all got the power and you all got the numbers, because it's more you all than it is any of us Gen Xers or baby boomers or any other generation. So you got the power and you got the numbers. And that's why this cult is so afraid of you all realizing. That's why they're trying to discourage you and tell you your vote ain't gonna matter and all this confusion. And the media, once again, and I worked in the media for over three and a half decades, the media wants the chaos, they want the confusion, they want the violence. Now they won't say that, but trust me, I've been in this business, because the folks at the very top, the CEOs, all they care about, really, they don't give a damn about no democracy. They care about the dollars. That's the only D they care about. That's it. and they will tell you if you worked in television news or in corporate media, there's an old school term: if it bleeds, it leads. Chaos, confusion, violence, it makes for great TV, great video. They love it. Non-stop coverage. What happened, the attempted assassination. Man, it was non-stop coverage for damn near 3 days. That's all you saw and heard and talked about. Why? Because violence and chaos and confusion is big business for television and cable news. That's all they care about. They want the confusion. They love that these Democrats are fighting among each other. But at the end of the day, we the voters, we can check all that and shut all that ish down. Shut that shit down. We got the power. You got the power. And don't give it away, and don't let anybody punk you out of your power or tell you otherwise, because the truth is, you, for now, you have the power. Don't give it away. Don't give your power away to people who want your destruction and demise. And they've got it in a 922-page blueprint. They got like a handbook, like a textbook. 2 of them. The 922 pages, they couldn't even put it in one book. They had to have 2 booklets about your demise and destruction for everybody. Black folks, Afro-Latinos, people of color, women, rights gone. Blacks and people of color, rights gone. 20 million immigrants deported or put in concentration camps, internment camps. So when they get through with those 20 million, as they call them, illegal aliens, who do you think they're going to wind up putting in these internment concentration camps? And the same people that want to give police full immunity. They're already shooting black folks at a higher rate than anybody else. And now you're going to tell the police, oh, you got complete immunity. If you shoot a black person that's running away from you in the back, don't worry about it. You don't have to worry about a lawsuit. You don't have to worry about going to jail. These folks are not playing with you. And to some of these black folks, celebrities, business owners, just because, you got a nice little check, if you think your money will save your black ass, you are sorely mistaken, because it won't. It will not. Because as long as you kissing ass, you'll be good. But the minute you try to flex and stick out your full chest, they'll remind you that you're black. They'll remind you and call you the N-word to your face. Then they'll take your business, take all your money, and throw you into one of these camps. Stop playing with these people, all right? Once again, my young brothers and sisters, you got the power. It is your time. The future is here right now. And you are not just the future, you are the present. Step into your power. Take your power. Use your power. Don't let people use your power against you. Use it, because you'll lose it if you don't. Speaking of future, my guest is a future star from Columbia, South Carolina, right up the way from me. A powerful new song and video called Save Me. Shout out to her people, her team, Brother Andre, for turning me on to her. I'm really excited. I got to see her video, and I can't wait to get her on the show. And bam, without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, she's got a song and a video called Save Me. It's compelling, and here to tell us her story. Carolina J, repping the 803. What's happening?
How you doing, sir?
Just Geno. Don't make me feel that much older. But I know it's coming from a place of respect. But it is all good, my sister. First of all, congratulations on that video and that song. I got a chance to see it. It is so powerful. But for those who may not know, let everybody know. Give us, as they say, your origin story. Tell us who Carolina J is and how you got from being a little shorty back in the day to where you are now. What's that journey been like, and what's been your inspiration to be an artist?
I'm Carolina J, born and raised Columbia, South Carolina. I have lived in Charleston for about 10 years now, so I have to salute the Chuck for the one time in there. But honestly, over the last, I say 4 years, I started my music career. I always been good at writing. In school, I more like poetry.
Okay.
But I got introduced to music through a friend. He was in the studio one day and I went with him and we put a song together. I got on the mic and I loved it ever since. For me it's more of a of an outlet. My music, it's more like soul to me. It's me, it's my feelings, it's my thoughts, it's wherever I'm at in life. When I put my music out. So my whole journey has just been, the music that I've been putting out and creating has just been where I've been at in life. And Save Me, it's one of my deeper songs. I feel like in that moment, um, I was looking to be saved, mostly from myself. People don't really speak on like mental health and going through your own trials and tribulations. So this song right here, I just poured my own heart, my own thoughts, my own feelings based off of where I was at in life, into a song, and it happens to be one of my favorites. A little deeper. So yeah, like I said, the last 4 years, doing music, putting it together, just all realness coming straight from in here and from what I see and what I know. So about 4 years now on my journey for sure.
Which do you, because you talked about how you started off writing, which do you enjoy more? Do you enjoy writing more, performing, or both about the same?
Um, I say I like performing more than writing. Writing's kind of natural. Like I write just to write sometimes. Performing, it gives me that challenge. Um, I like to see people's reactions. I'm one of those artists that you got to actually listen to and you know what I mean, to understand what I'm saying. So I like performing more. It's just more about the challenge and the result of the writing. I like performing more.
But them when writing them songs, that publishing, them checks are good because they will always, them checks will come for the rest of your life.
Right. I got to say 50-50 at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I say
I,
50-50 at that
yeah,
point.
I'm not a songwriter. I write comedy. I do stand up. I write for my own show. But man,
Mhm.
that publishing, man, hold on to that because man, that
Different. Okay.
publishing, well, your kids and grandkids will be living off that publishing of yours. So that's
Okay.
that is the lick. So who are some of the performers, maybe rappers, singers, or just from the culture that maybe your biggest influence, or some of the artists that I won't say that you pattern yourself, or maybe you said, okay, I see a little bit of me in this artist and a little bit of me in that artist, or maybe you
hmm
just had one or two who really were and are a big influence on you as an artist.
Um, I remember when I first started, when I wanted to start doing music, I can remember vividly who was the artist that made me say, "Okay, you can do it." Dage Loaf. I
Okay.
was in high school um when she came out, when she kind of blew up.
Yeah.
And I use a melody. She was a female, not so girly of a female at
Hmm.
that time when she came out. I looked at her and I listened to her and I was like, okay, I can do it. Because I saw her do it. That's open honesty. And then more now is like I'm enjoying Rod Wave's career.
Who?
I love Rod Wave.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of love what he has going on. I kind of see myself. I can kind of hear, you know, s- similar sound, similar story, not similar story, but just um how he's putting it out and presenting it to the public. I can see myself doing it in similar ways. So those two artists, as far as like newer artists, because growing up, I didn't have the dream of being an artist. This is
Okay.
not something that I thought I would be doing at a young age. Open
So
honesty.
let me ask
I
you, let me
didn't.
just jump in and ask you. So, what did you see yourself when you were a kid, like a young kid? What was your vision? What was your dream that you thought you would be?
I played basketball, but
Okay.
I didn't feel like I was gonna go to the WNBA and go that route.
Okay.
Um, I
Still
don't
got a
know.
little
I know I have a
game? You
voice.
still got a
Yeah, I
little
can
game?
play now. Oh,
Oh, okay,
absolutely,
all right. Wait, look,
absolutely.
you up there with the champs, the Lady Gamecocks. So I don't
Oh,
know.
right, right. Shout
Holler
out to the
at
Gamecocks.
well, I don't know if you got any eligibility left, but I was gonna say holler at Coach Staley. I know she was in
I'm
Vegas.
out of eligibility. I'm out of eligibility now. I'm a little older now, but shout out to the Gamecocks. They're doing
Yeah.
big things for
Yes, they
Columbia.
are. Shout out to I
But
love Coach
no,
Staley. That's my people.
right, right. I met her. I met her a few times growing up. For sure, living in Columbia. But yeah, I honestly didn't know. I know I have a voice. I know my voice has power in it. Once I started writing and actually like doing like lyrics and then like, putting a beat, I kind of figured like this is something that I want to do. I had a passion for it. I actually love doing it. So
So
I didn't have any direction.
let me ask you, what's your dream collaboration and what puts me in the mind of that? So I do a radio show in a day, and one of the songs that we're playing is really pretty hot. There's really some new fire. And one of my favorite rappers, and I'm so glad to see this sister really getting the due that I felt that she should have gotten. Rhapsody. I'm a huge Rhapsody fan. So she's got a collaboration with Erica Badu. It's called 3 a.m. and it's a vibe. So, and this
Okay.
Rhapsody is, for me anyway, one of my favorite. I got old, school. Look, I go real old school. MC Light, Latifah, that whole crew, Moni
Right.
Love, and then Lil Kim and Foxy, the whole, Trina, and then
Mhm.
now with the whole new crew with Meg and Cardi and that whole crew. But Rhapsody, is kind of like she's like true to herself. She's from
Right.
North Carolina too. She's like, look, I ain't like the little pretty girl, the whole
Right.
WAP. That ain't my vibe. She ain't knocking nobody else's hustle, but I really respect that she's remained true to who she is. So,
Right.
and I just think, in terms of just, lyricists and flow and all that, I'm a huge Rhapsody fan. And that
Okay.
collaboration, they just, to me, their voices mesh and sound good. So do you have a dream collaboration? And who are some of your favorite old school, not just female, but just MCs, period?
Um, I don't know my dream collab. I honestly don't know my dream collab. I don't want to say. I don't know. I don't know.
You
We'll
got
come
time
back
to
to
figure
that
it
one.
out. When you come back on the show,
Yeah.
you figure it out by then. You can tell me.
Um, as far as like older MCs, DMX. I like DMX. I think his music is totally different
Yeah,
from a lot of guys.
yeah.
Um, I like R&B, so I'm gonna throw you off with some of these people
No,
that I say. Everything's not rap.
I listen. No, it's all part of the culture. That's why I mentioned the
Yeah.
collabo. So you won't trust me. You won't throw me off. So just feel free to
Okay.
come with it, cause I'll be like, okay,
I like Anita. Anita is one of my favorite. Anita might be like all the
really.
way up here on my
I
list
love
of
Miss Baker.
favorite artists.
She
Miss
don't love
Baker's
her.
nice.
Now if you catch Miss Baker on the wrong day, cause she been known to cuss her own fans out lately. So I
Yeah.
don't know.
Okay. Okay. Her music makes me feel good.
Recommend
I like
that.
Anita.
Now, Jay, I wouldn't recommend you do that, but I guess at a certain point you just figured, look, I'm Anita Baker, but that's a whole nother story. But I'm a huge fan of her music, absolutely, no doubt. Big
Mhm.
Anita Baker fan. Who else we got on that playlist?
We got Anita. We got DMX. We got. I like Mary J a lot.
That's my own.
I
love her.
like I like pain music. I like when I can feel
Yeah,
what you're saying in the song. Mary, I get a lot of pain from Mary J's
yeah,
music. I love her music
yeah,
a lot.
yeah.
That's another R&B artist. Let me see. Like I listen to Total. I listen to R&B. My
Well,
playlist is
90s,
gonna be
come on,
R&B.
you in my zone. The 90s,
Like
come on. So
I
we good. You are totally in my zone. I mean, from Mary,
it's more
Total.
R&B.
Yeah,
It's more R&B than
Biggie,
rap.
Pac, you name it. Come on, 90s, man. Come on. That
Snoop,
was
Dre. I mean, I
Dre
listen
was
to I listen to a little bit of everything.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Lady of
Missy Elliott.
Rage. As a matter of fact, there's a movie or something now, a TV movie. She's playing somebody. I saw that. I was reading that, doing some show prep. So that whole, because I worked out in LA from 90 for about a year, from 90 to 1991. So that's BBD had just. So a couple years earlier, New Edition had released this album they had with Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, If It Isn't Love, and Can You Stand the Rain and all that. And in the early 90s, BBD hit with Poison, that album that had Poison on it, and Do Me Baby, and the whole nine. And, you know, BBD was doing the Timbs and the jeans, and Michael Bivins, so it was real cool getting a chance to meet them, just, you know, living and doing radio out in LA. But I'm totally feeling your 90s vibe. So you listen, you have not gone wrong with me, Jay.
Yeah. Okay.
So what's in your future? You got a bright future. That's why I said when I introduced you, a future star. And if you are you on tour with anybody? You got some spot dates? Be sure to mention that and let everybody know where they can download your music and where we can follow you on social media.
Okay. Here soon, I have another single dropping really soon with a video. I don't want to say too much about that. That'll be within the next month. But I can be found on all social media sites at Carolina JAE, the number 1K. That's Instagram. I'm also on TikTok, if we got any TikTok users. Carolina World 1. Facebook's Carolina JAE. YouTube, I have plenty videos and music there for anyone to go listen to. That's as well as Carolina JAE. Apple Music, Spotify, Pandora, wherever you listen to, I'm found. And it's Carolina JAE.
I love it.
I can be found anywhere.
So first of all, you got a permanent home here on the Geno Jones Show.
I appreciate
it. And this is no hype. Andre, your team will tell you.
Shout out to Dre, man.
Yeah, I called him, and when I saw your video, because sometimes, you know, you may hear a song or see a video, and you know it's like, okay, this is different. This is something special. And then sometimes it don't really hit you like that. You did, Save Me did. So you are a future star. You have a permanent home here on the Geno Jones Show. And before I let you introduce toss it to your video, Save Me, which you kind of basically told the story. It was just it was a certain place you were in. And on that note, Save Me, listen, Jay, and this is real talk for all of us. I've always said on this show and in life, we all of us, myself included, we all need to have somebody, even if it's just one person. You are lucky if you have one person that can save you from yourself. We all need somebody that can save us from ourselves. I'm lucky for my mother, who will get in my ass even all the way from Chicago if I get out of still, to my queen and my two daughters, who were like, okay, all right, Dad, all right, come on now. This, especially my oldest, you know, she is she's more like her mom. That the baby girl is a lot like her mother, but the baby girl is like looking at myself in a 22-year-old woman. So she gonna give it to me like I give it to everybody else.
Right. You need that.
Like, all right, listen, Dad, you tripping. You need to stop, okay?
Right.
And we need, sometimes you need that. And from somebody that you know that has your best interest, that is rooting for you, and that would do anything for you. And it's like, look, I love you, but I'm telling you not what you want to hear, what you need to hear, and when you need to hear it.
Right.
So, but before you toss it to your video, Save Me, the Spirit put it on my mind and my heart. I got two, I think would be dream collabos for you.
What's that?
And one is somebody right up in your neighborhood, probably in the 803, Angie Stone.
Okay.
And the other one is Mary.
Mary.
I could hear you and Mary, because
Mary is ideal.
Yeah, because you all's voice, you all, to me, even when I listen to your voice, and you guys will get to hear it when you see the video, and I hear Mary's voice, to me, your voices would even really mesh.
Yeah.
So You know,
Okay.
if
We'll
I
put
got,
that in the air.
yep. So if I got to be, if I got, so somebody screen grab this and send it to Mary, because she's all up TikTok and Instagram all over. Send this to Mary. So you know what? I'm waiving the producer fees. That's all. If y'all want to break a so when it go triple platinum, just if y'all want to break a brother off, I'll give you the Zelle
Absolutely.
info. But I think it would be a great collaboration, honestly. And when you guys see this video, you'll see and hear what I'm talking about. But I just think, because like you all come from a really a personal place, honest and vulnerable, and not afraid to, like, hey, listen, this is me, this is what I'm going through, and that's so important, because one of the reasons that Mary, and you are one, Mary resonates with so many people is because they listen to Mary's song and they hear their story, or they see themselves, and whatever, either maybe they're going through that journey, or maybe they just got out of it, or maybe they're trying to get out of it and don't know how. But the song, the music, not just the music, but the message and the lyrics resonate. So I think you all would be. I think that would be a fire collaboration.
I'm all for it. I love Mary.
All right. Well, listen, Carolina J, thank you. May God continue to bless and have favor on you. To my young sister, I'm proud of you. You got a fan.
Thank you, Geno.
Got a new fan here. I'm 10 toes down with you, so you got a permanent home. So anytime you got a new project or anything, you just want to come on and get some stuff off your chest or whatever, you got a home here. So toss it, if you don't mind. Take us home. Take us out of the show. Thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to subscribe, share, screen grab, leave your comments. Shout out, big up Carolina J. Some of y'all send this to Mary J and Angie Stone, because I'm seeing that collabo. Share, screen grab, rip the video, like, leave your comments, and binge watch all my back episodes, and make sure that you tell everybody, you know, to subscribe to the channel, support my media company, so we can get these additional 1,000 new subscribers, so I can go ahead and get that Club Shay Shay check, that bag, if you know what I'm saying. I appreciate you, Carolina J. If you would do me the honors, toss us to your video, Save Me.
All right. Thank you, Geno. It's Carolina, Columbia's own Carolina J. This is going to be Save Me, one of my hit singles that's out right now on all streaming platforms. Shout out to Carolina Star Entertainment and Paragon Management. This is Save Me by Carolina J.
Hello? Yeah, I don't know. It just feel like I'm running from myself. Like, I don't know. It just feel weird sometimes.
Hey, yo, this a Dempsey beat?
Man, my problems too deep, I ain't been getting no sleep. 7 days a week, it got me feeling so weak. I've been playing for keeps while keeping light on my feet. I've been trying to move forward while things still seem to repeat. Man, I just wanna be at sea where I can find some peace. Living in the mind of me. I've been going through some things, it's something that the blind can see. I've been growing through the pain, I changed, I tell them honestly. Been thankful for the rain, I overcame, future look promising. Thankful for my mother, father, brother, sister, drama queen. I'm trying to show us better, cause I swear we seen a lot of things. Death after death, plenty struggles, been a lot of things to motivate the hustle. Now I'm grinding for the finer things. Ache after ache, so much stress and it went minor things. Been put through many tests, but somehow I'm still on top of things. I ain't reached my peak, moving the street, breaking a lot of chains. I've been grinding, I've been waiting. One day I'll meet my Somebody save me from me. I've been all in my head, man, it been getting hard to think I overcame, and it's so crazy to me. I'm steady looking ahead because I know what I'ma be. And I've been trying to paint a picture of what I done seen. Life been feeling like a dream. Every day I'm faded, I've been sitting where my problems be. I've been watching what I'm sowing, cause one day you gotta reap. I let them say what they want, cause nigga, you know talk is cheap. I know I'm way out of reach, way in too deep, still incomplete. Got something born inside of me, it's rare, no, I'm a different breed. Loyalty and honesty, a real one, they can vouch for me. I practice what I'ma preach, focused on my grinding needs. Raised to keep the faith, was taught to pray down on my hands and knees. I was showing too much love, it was getting too damaging. Can't tell me how to feel if you weren't there to see what I done seen. Facing all my fears with no fear, my mama proud of me. I know that they doubting me, I'm just thankful for the team. Thankful for the ones who hit, who down, the one that's believe. I stand for the ones who facing struggles, trying to chase a dream. Racing against time, but I feel like it's chasing me. I've been moving jadedly, hoping someone come and save me. I get lost up in my mind, I'm thinking that I need a savior. Every star gotta shine, a million places I can take it. From myself, I'm needing saving. Somebody come and save me from me. I've been all in my head, man, it been getting hard to think I overcame, and it's so crazy to me. I'm steady looking ahead because I know what I'ma be. Somebody save me from me. I've been all in my head, man, it been getting hard to think I overcame, and it's so crazy to me. I'm steady looking ahead because I know what I'ma be.
Subscribe and tune in to the next episode of The Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube.